Okay. All right. I think we're working now. All right. Now we just got to get our video working. Just when I think I have it figured out. Yep. So you should be able to hear me. My issue is with video right now. Okay. So should be this. This should be coming from here. Let's see. Yeah, if you watch if you watch my streams early enough, you'll definitely learn how to fix your stream. Cuz mine are always having problems. So today's problem, we are trying to figure out why my video isn't working. Let's see. We're going to try one other thing. We'll see if it lets me. Huh. I think what I have to do is disconnect some things. So let me try to disconnect this, disconnect this, connect this. Then disconnect this. And connect it here. Then what I need is for this Let's see if that works. Okay, I can see myself. So something is working. Whoa. Is it backwards? Background effects. Okay. My green screen was freaking out. Okay. I think I'm almost there. If I move this and move this, I do think all right, I think we might have it if we turn on. Are we good? Welcome to another stream where it took 35 steps to figure out whether we could actually get video. So, I figured out what the issue is. So what happens with my video is so now that I'm using a camera, this only happened when I started using the camera. I have to send the video to my streamer card, and then the streamer card video has to go back into the video card, and then the video card has to be connected to my monitors. And if I get like one cord wrong, the whole system falls apart. So, welcome. Welcome to a very late. How late are we this time? I can't even see. I can't see the time. Let's see. I got something here. Let's see. Oh, we're only 13 minutes late this time. I think that's we have a better record now. All right. Now I got to figure out how to. Oh, no. What's happening now? What's happening now? Oh, that's my main display? Oh, I see. Wait, what if I do this? And then I do. Are we good still? Nope, that doesn't work. Nope, that doesn't work. All right, well, we tried something. We got a small issue. There we go. Now I can see all of your chats and stuff. Well, this does give a lot of people time to hop on. Make sure if you have questions, you put your questions in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of it. We do have some questions to go over. I think there was one I missed from last time, and then we have, of course, the member questions, subscriber questions, and then all of that. So make sure you put question in front of it. We just got our video up. I think I have it now. Like I've been writing stuff down, so I think I have it. So the next time We did start one of them on time, but the next time we should start on time. Exactly on time. Matter of fact, we're going to start early on the next one just to make sure. Oh, now we have another issue. Okay, apparently there's a popping sound from the microphone. Okay, let's see what that is. What is that issue? I don't know where that comes from. Is the popping sound gone? Haha. Haha. All right. All right. I think. All right. So the popping sound comes from the audio mixer I use. Apparently, it picks up some other frequency from somewhere, and I have no idea where it's coming from. So, whatever. we fixed some. We fixed something. All right. Let me pull my chat back up. Oh, I'm low. Yeah. All right. I should be good now. I turned it low. Let's see if the popping comes back. Is the popping back, or are we good? All right. All right. We are 20 minutes in and we just got it right. Oh yeah, that's okay. It can say my name at the bottom left. That's okay. Just so people know, my actual name is not Billionaire Ninja. Just in case you were wondering. Yes. So I actually use Zoom as my actual program to actually show my face. In the future, I will probably not, but we don't have a lot of time before CitizenCon. We're still doing ship reviews. So after CitizenCon, a lot of this stuff will improve because I'll have so much more time to actually sit with it and figure out my processes and so on and so forth. But for now, let's get them beautiful questions. All right. So we got 22 people streaming. What? I like it. But we only got 14 on Twitch. So some people are not dual streaming, which is fine. But if you dual stream, make sure that you know that you are entered to win both contests, because we do give away stream prizes for both. And the Twitch prize is better. So let's see. Oh, and I think we should probably do some recognition of that the fact that they released all of the details for CitizenCon. So I think somebody might ask about it. Yeah. Well, nobody asked about it directly, but still. All right, let's get to these questions, and then we will get to the chat. So make sure you're putting your questions in the chat, and then we will answer those. All right. So my first question is, we're going to go back because I think there was one question I didn't answer from Wednesday. Nope, that wasn't a question. Maybe it was in here. Oh, that's what it was. It says, I was on, you discussed the Apollo, but do you think they will ever release other non-medical variants? Apollo, I'm pretty sure this is the question. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the question. So we can go back to our other ones. Um, Non-medical versions, absolutely. I think every ship is going. I wouldn't say every ship, but most ships are going to get a version of the ship that is not its main version. So like I think every ship is going to get a variant. And the only reason I say every ship, well, maybe not like the massive capital ships, but I think every ship is going to get a variant because it's easy for them. So like it's much easier for me to just say, all right, let's take a few parts out of the Apollo and make it like I don't know, a stealth um, tracker ship. Like you got the Ghost Tracker, you could have like the Apollo Tracker, which is like kind of the larger variation of it. Maybe it's like a medium, or I guess that's a large size. So it's like I think it's no, actually it is medium. I'm pretty sure the Apollo is medium. It's like a larger medium ship, I think. So you can have a medium sized stealth ship, a medium sized E-war ship. Maybe it has an EMP, maybe it has a quantum snare, stuff like that. So I think every ship is eventually going to get its I don't know. I guess a variant, or some hull shift. All right. Now to the newer questions. San Chimera asks, my guess is that about 75% of the players tend to play these games solo, yet there seems to be a big push by CIG to multiplayer requirements. I think you are incorrect, San Chimera. I would say it's closer to... Actually, I would probably flip that. I'd say... No, well, I wouldn't flip it. I'd say it's more like 50-50. 50% want to play with friends and 50% want to play solo. If I had to guess, just because the amount of people I've run into, content creators and otherwise, right? I meet tons of people who are like, oh, I can't wait to play this game with my friends. And then tons of people who are like, I can't wait to run an NPC crew. Many people bought large ships with the plans to be able to use them solo, knowing it isn't nearly as effective. With engineering and more guns being removed from pilot control, it seems soloing is near impossible. I know it's an alpha, things are always changing, and it sounds like I want to have my cake and eat it too, but I wish they put in limited NPC crew before making the ship changes and leaving half my fleet stabled. You gotta be patient on that one. I think what you need is your NPC crew, and I don't think we're getting NPC crew until earliest end of next year. Because I think that's like a CitizenCon thing that like once we get NPC crew, I think that's going to be a huge like CitizenCon deal. Like it's going to be they need all eyes on when NPC crew is reduced. Now we might get AI blades before CitizenCon. I would believe we get AI blades first because that's just a turret moving, right? You don't have to actually have a person. But yeah, I could see us getting AI blades for scanning, for piloting, and for turrets. I could see us getting that before we get NPC crew. So the same way you're saying like, oh, like my ship is kind of nerfed, I would say yes, it is nerfed, but at the same time, you once you get those AI blades, you'll be right back to where you were because effectively it'll just shoot wherever the target's pointing. And then you can get higher quality AI blades or lower quality AI blades depending on what you want. So it's more of a game of patience. They're balancing the game now for what it's going to be, but you just don't have all of the things that you need going in the future, right? So like in the future, you're going to need a lot more than what we have now. Let me see if I can put something here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now you can't see through my forehead. Look at that. All right. Yeah, so I don't it's hard, right? Cuz it's like I don't want anybody to look too deeply into the changes that are happening now. I want you to track them but not like think of them as these long-term like change my fleet things until the reasons that they change them come to fruition. So they took this part of one ship and made it not pilot controlled. But once you get an NPC NPC player or an AI blade, then that becomes a moot point. So if you're upset about it in the meantime, then you're just making yourself upset for no reason, essentially. But at the same time, CIG has a responsibility to make these ships the way they're supposed to be when they announce them, or at the very least, let us know that this particular thing is going to change. Like, yes, the pilot has, all access to all 6 guns, but just so you know, in the future, they're going to lose 2 of those guns, or they're going to lose some of those guns. You don't even have to be specific. So that's part of the issue, and that's why CIG is running into this issue right now, because they are they're kind of playing fast and loose with some of these ships. Like, oh, here's a ship, and then like, we'll do a Q&A, but that's really it. I think you need maybe a second Q&A later down the road. Like, you do that initial Q&A, and then like maybe 6 months later there should be like a mandatory second Q&A, so that you can be like, all right, well, 6 months ago when we concepted the ship, we thought this, but now the game has changed and we know this, so this is the change. Or maybe even a year, because we know most ships from concept to creation are not released in the same year. So it's very possible that they could just say, hey, we looked at this ship last year and now things have changed and this is what we're going to have. But that still doesn't stop people from purchasing the ship. So they still have to figure that part out. All right, let's see what else we got. What's up? What's up, everybody? I will raid out today. Say it with me. I will raid out. I will raid out. So last stream, I think I ended the stream and then did it, and I think you're supposed to do it before. So I'm definitely, if you see me like looking like I'm going to end the stream without raiding out, say raid out, raid out, raid out, raid out. Just like yell it in the chat. Well, I guess you can't yell it, but you can definitely type it a bunch. Well, I guess don't get like booted out of the stream though. but yeah. Cause yeah, we got Expat Brat, we got Moist Noodle, we got Astropub. They're all streaming right now. Yeah, so we got plenty of people that we can raid over to. Yeah. So that question though, I love that question though, because it kind of speaks to like, the newer players, like not necessarily newer players, but it speaks to, it does speak to the newer players. It speaks to new to moderate, age players, like people who have been following the game for 4 years or less, right? They have certain perceptions about what they're purchasing, and CIG has to make sure that those perceptions are what they say they are. It's not enough to just put a small little disclaimer that says everything's subject to change. Like, duh, we know that. But it's not like you're giving full refunds for these ships once it does change, right? So like if I bought my Corsair expecting 6 pilot guns and I looked at all these reviews that said it has 6 pilot guns, I log in and it has 6 pilot guns, I use 6 pilot guns for 3 months, and then you change that ship, it's like, oh, well, maybe I want my money back. And your policy it's very strict on, not giving money back. You can get your money back, but it's a little bit harder to do than, to CCU it into something else. So, I think that's the core issue here. Let's see if we can answer some more of these questions though. Paragon Fang Zen, it says, I have often thought to myself about the many things we lose out on in bigger ships. How do you value having the biggest ship in a profession versus the most functional ship? So this is a question that I think I kind of answered with my Orion versus Arastra video, right? What is your goal in the game? Like, does the primary largest ship in that particular area, does it fit what your goals are? Because, for instance, like I want to be a titan of industry. Like, so technically, I could just get an Orion and go crazy. I don't really need an Arastra. I could just get the Orion and I could just munch asteroids and make money, and because that's kind of what my goal is. That's my primary goal though. I also have secondary goals, and my secondary goals require the Arastra or a galaxy, right? Because I need the refining ability to not just be in space. I need my refining ship to be able to go down planet side. And the reason I need that is to support ground operations for mining, right? There's certain things that just won't be in an asteroid or will be harder to find in an asteroid. But if there's like a mineral deposit on a certain planet and we all know that planet has that mineral, I can go there. Whereas what you get out of an asteroid could be completely random. Or maybe you find the same thing. Maybe it's like this part of the asteroid belt has this particular thing, but you know, it could vary, so we don't know. But I think for me, you have to figure out what you want to do in the game first before you buy any ship. And I think a lot of people don't do that. I think a lot of people, they buy the cool ship, they buy the combat ship, but they don't really think about what's their primary purpose in the game. And I know maybe it's a little weird to plan for a game, but this is the type of game that you do that for, right? I know people who play World of Warcraft, and they have like entire books of things that they do and where they go for this and where they go for that. And I think this is going to be one of those games. It's going to have a system deep enough to where you can have a book that's written that says everything you plan to do in the game. I know if I had all of my notes in a book, I'd have at least 15 pages of notes, at least 15. So I've been taking notes. I've been following the game for 7-8 years, something like that. And yeah, I've been taking notes, writing stuff down. It's part of the reason I'm doing this ship review thing is kind of my final check on my fleet. I wanted to, not only did I notice that there was a severe lack of recent reviews. Some reviews are 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Some are 2 years ago. And I was like, why don't we just have a review that's like every ship within the last year? At the very least, from 2024 onward, you will have a modern ship review. And maybe in 2 or 3 years we do it again. We just update, but the idea is I wanted to look at every ship and say, am I choosing the right fleet? So that by the time I'm done with my fleet, I know I've looked at every single ship and said, does this fit my purpose? So if we're talking about, having the highest ship versus the second highest or the most functional, then we have to say, well, what is my function first? Not what's the ship's function. What is my function? What do I want to do in the game? A lot of the discussion between the Orion and the Arastra is size, right? Some people are like, the Orion is just too big. I don't want to run that big of a ship. Well, if that's the case, we're not even talking about function. We're really just talking about size and your wants on size, because obviously there's variables to everything that we're talking about. But one of the other things is the Orion can't go down planet side, right? And some people don't ever need to go down planet side. And some people do not have any interest in mining asteroids. So why would you get an Orion if you have no interest in mining asteroids, right? So then there's your sign, right? Like, you should get the Arastra. But yeah, it's if I had to choose between having the biggest ship versus the most functional ship, then I would probably lean more towards functional, but sometimes the biggest ship is the most functional ship. So it depends on what your function is, I would say. Let's see. So you gave some examples here. The hull B can actually land on planet versus the hull C that carries more. So what's my goal? Because if I need to carry 4,000 SCU of cargo, I can't use a hull B, regardless of what it can do. So then the hull C becomes the most functional. But if I only need to carry 200 SCU of cargo, now the hull B is the most functional, or 100. I can't remember what the hull B can carry. But the idea is it's only as functional as what your goals are. So if I say one is more functional, then I'm talking about a specific situation. Let's see. How specialized is too specialized? How generalist is too generalist? How big is too big? How small is too small? It all comes back to your fleet and what your purpose is in the game. I have 21 ships, way too many ships. Actually, it might be more than that. I might have 22 or 23. I don't know. I have to recount. But my purpose in the game is my primary purpose, because I think that's the most important question. My primary purpose is science. My secondary purpose, construction. My third purpose, well, let me rephrase that. My primary purpose is to make a lot of money. My science is my primary game purpose, and then construction. But those can flip flop because I'm very much so interested in both. Like, I want to be the base builder. I want to build space stations. I want to do all that stuff. So those are my two, kind of North Stars. I mean, I should be moving towards this one or moving towards this one. But I also have third and fourth and fifth things that I want, right? Like, so my third one is medical. Like, medical is something huge for me. It's something I want to do. Now, I don't know if I want to do Endeavor level of medical, because I don't think I want to run a hospital. I do think I would like to run a medical clinic, though, to where I can go out and do medical. I would be the healer of the group, so to speak. And then there's repair. I think repair is going to be big, and which also makes me a healer, right? Repair is healing for the ships, and medical healing for the people. So those are my guiding stars. So then you might ask, well, why do I have an A2? Well, I have an A2 because when I go out and somebody, like, griefs me or something like that, and let's say they have this base over here, I want to go and destroy your entire base, because that's the way I am. Leave me alone. Don't come for me if I didn't send for you, basically. So even though I have these, 4 pillars, you could say, that I'm aiming towards, there's other things that are going to take me away from that slightly, just to fulfill my game purpose, right? I have a Perseus and a Polaris. Well, why do I have those? Well, I have a Perseus because that's going to be my ship that I use for when I'm defending my own fleet, right? And then my Polaris is most likely going to be my base of operations when I'm doing something related to combat. So maybe I'm looking for somebody, that did, bother me earlier, or maybe somebody came and took something from me and I need to go get it back. You got to have combat in this game. It's one of the things where even if I was completely into mining and didn't want anything else, I'd still need at least one combat ship, or I would be completely dependent on everybody else's combat ships, right? So I don't think there's any such thing as too big or too small. I think you have to figure out what you want to do in the game. Do you want to be part of an org? Do you want to have one ship and then join the org that has all the rest of the ships? Or do you want to have all the ships, create an org, and have everybody hop into your ships? Do you want to use AI blades and NPC crew, or do you want your friends to play? How many friends do you have? And then once you figure all that out, now you're ready to say, well, in the game, I want to do this. In the game, I want to do this. And then you can even more focus. So I think when you're creating your fleet, it's a wholly personal thing. And you could put as much effort or as little effort into trying to min-max it as much as you want. Or you could just buy all this stuff in game and not worry about it. But even still, when you buy it in game, you're still going to have to build a fleet in game. So you're still going to have the conversation, but at least it wouldn't be about real money in that sense. All right, more questions. And if you're not dual streaming, see if you can dual stream for us, because if you dual stream, you qualify for both prizes. And if you have questions, make sure you put question in front of it, and then you ask the question after so I could pull it out once I'm done with all the member and subscriber questions. That does it for the member questions. So let's see what the subscribers had to say. Why are you so handsome? Hey, I'll take it. It's not something I get called every day. I'll take that. Oh, if you're asking how to follow, um, if you can follow on Twitch, but I don't think I have the thing where you could sub yet. I think I just became an affiliate. Maybe after this stream you might be able to. Um, but yeah, if the button doesn't show, then it means I'm not qualified to do it yet. So if you don't see the sub button, you got to come back and try to subscribe. But right now it's just follows as we try to get into this affiliate program. Quick question. Okay, I still want to answer these in order. Oh, this was the previous one. Okay, so we don't have a lot of questions in here. Have you been playing the PTU? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not been playing the PTU because I have a crap ton of videos to do. I think I have either 12 or 13 ships left to review. So we're getting close. Review all ships by CitizenCon, baby. I know that's one thing that I'll be able to say that no other YouTuber has done. Reviewed every ship in what? I think it'll be 10 months. It'll be either 10 months or 11 months. Review every ship in 10 months. I think it'll be 10 months. It'll be just over 10 months because I think I started December 4th. So, but I don't think I did my first ship review on December 4th. So it'll be somewhere around 10 months. I mean, technically you could just go through and review every single ship by just clicking on it and say, I give this one an 8, I give this one a 9, I give this one a... But you're not really reviewing, you're just rating at that point. It's review and rate. I reviewed and rated every ship by CitizenCon. I guess I also could have done like an extremely long 4-hour video, or I guess it would be probably much longer than that. It'd probably be like, you know, like a 20-hour video where I rated them all. But, you know, nobody's going to watch that. So, but yeah, I don't think we have any more questions in the, so this is going to be a very chat heavy stream. And you know we got to go for longer because we started late, so we got to go for longer. But I think people wanted me to go for longer last time anyway. If you're just joining, don't forget to dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. Then you qualify for both prizes. And part of that is make sure you leave a comment 7 minutes apart so that you're entered on that video. And yeah, let's see what else we got. I'm gonna go and see if there was anything I missed. Let's see. Nope, not there. Nope, nothing there. Did I miss anything from the Wednesday show? Which Zeus variant do you have, and why is it all of them? I actually do not own any Zeus variants. Zero, zip, zilch, none, nada. I own 0 Zeus variants. I had them in my fleet. I had the MR and the CL in my fleet, but they have since been replaced. Not because I just found better ships, but because I literally didn't need them when I was starting to finish out my fleet. This is a long question of mine, and I think CIG has pretty much decided they were the way they are going to go with this because it's been selling. But what plans do they have for ship customization? I remember back in the day the Aurora commercial talking about upgrading seats if you wanted, and more recently the Weird 300 series customizer. I thought originally they were even going to do custom skins. You could at least change the color scheme or to whatever you wanted, or even adding a logo or guild crest. Instead, we seem to be stuck buying pre-made skins. Even when they said you could do the ship customizer, that was never going to release the ability to do skins. I think I answered part of this question in the last one, and that's the last question from the pre-asked question. So make sure you put question in front of any question you have, and then ask your question so I can pull it out. But what I think is the that ship customizer thing will come back. It just won't come back in a way that will interfere with paint skins. So I think paint skins right now are just very basic. Um, Not low effort. I think a lot of people say low effort, but I just think they're basic. I don't think they put, hours and hours and hours of development in time into skins because they have way better things they need to be doing to prep for the game to come out. But I think the progression of those will get better. And I think the reason the ship customizer had to go is because it probably broke something. Like, I know that they were saying, I remember specifically reading about something not working correctly in the customizer, or it taking too much energy to maintain, or something like that. It was something like that. So what I think the ship customizer will end up being, right? I don't have any verified sources for this. This is speculation. Um, but it just makes sense considering the fact that CIG still wants to sell skins. I think the ship customizer will be, you can take an already purchased skin and change the colors within it. You can take a purchased skin and move it around the ship, as in, like, maybe the skull is on the back and you want it on the bottom, and you can move the skin to where the skull is on the bottom. And I think you will be able to find not only find skins in the game, but find paints in the game to where you can add them to your ship. And I think they'll probably split that up so that you won't have one paint that covers everything, because it's an MMO, so they have to have a lot of stuff for you to find. So maybe you have a hull paint, like one that only covers the major middle part of your ship, and then you have wing paints, which only covers the wings of your ship, and then maybe you have like windows, like things that can change the color of your windows, and then maybe exhausts, or a thruster, things like that. Maybe it'll just called a detail paints or something. Maybe you have window paints, hull paints, wing paints, and then you have like detail paints that cover the rest. That would make sense, because then you have to find 4 paints for every ship in order to actually get it to be a complete color. So if I wanted an all black ship, I have to find 4 black paints. And maybe you don't restrict them to each ship, but maybe you restrict them to size classes, right? This is only enough paint to cover a small vehicle. This is only enough to cover a medium-sized ship, and then you have to find, like, the super rare ones would be the ones that can cover like a super capital ship. So that's what makes sense to me. That way they can have kind of both, where you can customize your ships, but you have to find the paints first, and they can still sell you skins, because the skins, while you can find them in game, you still have to find them, and it'll allow you to like adjust the skins in that customizer. I think that now, if CIG wants to hire me, and I'll explain that again to them, or they could just take it for free. Maybe there's a developer watching. I got these ideas. I got millions. I got millions and millions and millions of ideas. I never run out. So that's why you can have that one for free. Let me know if you want another one. All right. All right. All right, let's get to some of this Twitch, or yeah. Well, you know what? I always start with the YouTube questions, so I'll start with the Twitch questions today. Let's see what we got. A lot of these questions were about my popping video and my audio issues, so thank you for that. We fixed it. We're going to stream for longer, because obviously the start of our stream was crazy. All right, first question. Do you think they will do a ship sale during the con, or just the new ships? I think it'll be a ship sale. I don't know. I can't remember I can't remember if they did a ship sale last time. I don't think so. I actually, no, I don't think they will do a ship sale. I think what we'll get is a bunch of ships, and then we'll get CCU chains. So we'll get a bunch of Warbond ship sale stuff, right? Like a bunch of Warbonds to purchase. And then I think that'll be it. Maybe if they announce that they're redoing a ship, or they're bringing an old ship up to standard, or if they're announcing a variant of a ship, then you might see all of those ships for sale. So like, for instance, if they release, I don't know, a racing variant of the Zeus, then I think all the Zeuses would go on sale. But no guarantees from that. What you can be guaranteed to get is at least war bond sales for all the new ships, assuming they're all coming out at CitizenCon. If they're not coming out till IAE or something like that, you might have to wait for those. All right, first time chatter. Yes, please stream on both YouTube and on the Twitch, because even if you prefer YouTube or prefer Twitch, whichever one, then that enters you for both contests. And yes, make sure you leave a comment at least 7 minutes apart so that you qualify for the contest, because it's not just streaming. You got to participate. All right, what else we got? Yeah, the YouTube title shows Wednesday. It's because if I start a stream late, I always forget to change it. And today we started late. So let's change it. I think I can change it. Let's see if I can change it. Because today is Saturday. And then it's not October 9th. It is the 12th. And no, I didn't just have to check. Because my days are all melding together because of all of the ship. Yes, it allowed us to change it. All right. Awesome. Whoa, wait, what's happening here? Are people gifting memberships? What? I didn't even know you could do that. San Chimera gifted 1 Billionaire Ninjas membership. What? Well, thank you. I don't know what it means, but it sounds amazing. I think that's a YouTube membership. That's what it sounds like. ETL in Spades gifted one too? Whoa. BMC became again in... Oh, this is awesome. It tells you all this stuff is happening. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everyone. That is crazy to me. Anytime anybody becomes a member, maybe I say this like every stream now, but it's like the truth. Every time somebody becomes a member, I am flabbergasted, because you can watch it all for free. So, you know, when I created the member thing, I just was like, well, I just want to have the option if people want to do this. I legitimately didn't think anybody would do it until I reached like maybe like 50,000 subscribers or something like that. So the fact that there's like 40 plus people that are members of this channel is absolutely insane. But like I said, that's part of why I love this community. This community is awesome. Every single time I give away a ship, it kind of makes me feel like I'm giving back to this community in that way, because I'm like, I keep constantly getting, you know, cool things from the community, so it just feels like I'm evening things out. Anyway, that's awesome. So thank you to everybody for both subscribing, for watching, for being a member, all of those things. ETL in Spades, now you're just showing off. ETL in Spades, now you're just showing off. He gifted 5 Billionaire Ninjas memberships. Sir. Or ma'am. I actually don't know. I don't know if you're a sir or a ma'am or they. But let me I want to pause for a second. Folks, I appreciate everybody becoming members and everything. You do not have to do that. I won't ask you to become members. I'll just say, you know, consider hitting that join button. But if you do become members, it does help the channel. And let me explain some of the reasons how it helps the channel. All right. So I give away ships based on the income of the channel, right? So if, you know, for instance, you know, and this is some kind of, you know, deep YouTube stuff, right? If I make, you know, $250, right? So I take half of that and I add that to whatever ship I'm giving away. So if I was already gonna give away, like, let's say I was gonna give away an ATLS just for the sake of math, right? And I added that, that'd be what, 160? Yeah, so that'd be one. So now I can give away a ship that's $160, right? But it's not just that, right? Because depending on that percentage, I also might give away the whole thing. Like, so if I made $400 from YouTube, I might just say I'm giving away the whole 400 in a ship. Like this month, I would actually be paying more money to give away a Carrick. So if we hit that 6,500, I would be using that YouTube money to pay for that stuff, right? And it also, some of it has to go in the piggy bank, right? So I can go to things like CitizenCon and cover the content for you guys. Obviously, so I could buy camera gear, stuff like that. But I reinvest all of this back into the channel. I'm already, in fact, in order for me to make money on this YouTube channel, I would probably have to hit like 25,000 subscribers and have like 200 members. Because I'm already, I'd probably say I'm like 20 grand deep into this channel. And that's not an exaggeration. So everything I'm doing is either recouping the money I've already spent on the channel, right? With like, you know, my microphone, like I bought all this stuff just for YouTube, right? So I'm, you know, recouping that stuff, and, you know, using it to purchase ships and give backs, you know, give stuff to you guys. And I got plans in the future too. So everything you do helps and much appreciated. ETL and Spades. That is awesome. And Trent Newman, New Ninja, Rotten Treats, tuning? You went tuning? Okay. All right, let's go. All right. Enough. Let me get back. I'm excited, folks. I don't know if you notice. If you watch me long enough, you'll see I'm very easily excited. Very. I mean, I wouldn't say easily, but it doesn't take a lot. Yeah, that's the better way to say it. All right. Anyway, back to the questions. Question. Also, if you're just joining, make sure you're dual streaming on both Twitch and YouTube so that you can qualify for both contests. And make sure you leave a comment 7 minutes apart. So 2 comments. Let's see. Are you excited, and why do you think they're going to release the Atlas long before 3 months? I don't think I understand the question. Are you excited, and why do you think they're going to release the Atlas long before 3 months? I don't understand that question, so you might have to re-ask that one. Blue 411B. Does that mean you're 11 Bravo? Were you in the military? Were you one of those people with the pew-pews in the military? You know what I'm talking about. 11 Bravos. Queen of battle. Field artillery was king of battle. I don't want to start anything. I'm just saying, one is queen and one is king. I mean, nothing. Neither is better. Both are royalty. So yeah. Hooah. Finally caught a Saturday stream. Ace and Brink, welcome. Do you think they will fix VoIP anytime soon? Anytime soon so that's a very open title. I would say they'll fix it by the time 1.0 releases. That's the best I got. I do think that the changes that are coming are massive though. So already in 3.2, 4.2, you can see massive changes. 4.0 is scheduled to be, really big. So, yeah, I still I don't have faith that they'll fix, player facing stuff very well until at least the release of Squadron 42, which I do think will be next summer. Well, I think they'll have a minimally viable product next summer. And then I think they'll go into beta by January 2026. And then I don't know how long the beta is going to last, but I'm going to give you some guesses here because, well, why not? I'll say beta for 6 months. I'll say early access July 2026, and then the early access will be probably 6 months, and so we'll probably launch in holiday 2026 for Squadron 42. Actual release date, there you go. There's my prediction. Holiday 2026 for the full release of Squadron 42. I don't know. They're gonna say something about it at CitizenCon though. All right. Are you saying I need patience to play this game? Yes, San Chimera. I am saying that patience is a virtue. And that was also the title of my RSI Apollo video. Go check that out. Is it shameless self promotion if you promote yourself during your own stream? I won't answer that question. I'll let you guys answer it. Patience is the key word. I have an Arastra, Odyssey, and Galaxy. Ooh, Shakiru. First time chat. That was your first time chat. So thank you. Arastra, Odyssey, and Galaxy. I don't tell people what to buy, but if I had an Arastra, Odyssey, and a Galaxy, I would keep the Odyssey and keep the Arastra. And the Galaxy would not be necessary. However, I did rate the Galaxy very high. So I do like the Galaxy, and I still want to own a Galaxy. But it depends. Are we talking about what I need or what I want? Let's see. Meat Salad says, with the Zeus CL literally cramming all the cargo possible in, do you think they will change other cargo ships to allow more? I'm thinking redo the C1 or A2 to allow more since they have room for it. I think what you're seeing, I think that might be unique to the Zeus, because I think the idea is the min-maxing of that size of a ship, and that's where Zeus comes in, right? It's, you know, the most most you could possibly get out of a ship this size, and I think that's part of the culture of the ship, the marketing of the ship, so to speak, right? Like, you get the C1 if you want more space, if you want what the ship should probably actually look like and what it should actually do, you get the C1. You get the Zeus if you're trying to maximize the amount of potential you can get out of this size of a ship. And honestly, I've been looking at both. I need to get in and fly the Zeus a little bit more, but right now I'm liking the C1 a little bit more than the Zeus. But I won't own either one of them, so I feel like my opinion is a little bit, you know, whatever on that, because I don't think I'll end up owning either one, but I will end up owning them in game, and I think I would buy the C1 first as of now, but I have to fly the Zeus more before I can finalize that. I know it's all about money, and I don't really blame them because they have to keep the project funded. I really wish, though, they would stop releasing new ships and address the backlog. I addressed that last time. They can't do that. They can't completely stop releasing new ships because you need lead time on new ships. But what they can do is release less new ships and focus on the backlog. The problem is they also have to fund the future, right? So, like, if they don't release new ships, they don't get people buying concepts, and then they eventually are going to hit this break in their funding where there's just no money coming in, or a lot less money coming in. So it's kind of a 50-50. I do think they need to address more backlog, release less future ships, but at the same time, I don't know what their money situation looks like. I don't know enough information to really say what they should do. I think you're partially there. I think, you know, they definitely need to address the backlog, but I think they can do it without necessarily stopping the new ship releases. I think they could maybe, you know, release a ship at Invictus, release a ship at CitizenCon, release a ship at IAE, maybe a few sprinkled throughout the year. I think if you just released one ship, you know, concepted 12 ships a year, right? And we know 12 ships are coming, and you can kind of release them whenever you want. And then just kept it to one ship a month, right? Like 1 ship a month, or maybe 2 and then skip a month, whatever. Yeah, I think if they did that, it would be a lot more well received. But at the same time, when you count how many ships they release per year, it's probably close to about 12. Now, I would be counting variants and stuff like that as well, but still. Yeah, so how much of this are they already doing? I don't know. And is there an end to the ships, right? Maybe, the next few ships they release, and they'll say, hey, we're not releasing any more ships until next CitizenCon. So, like, what you have now is what you got, it's always possible that they could shift that. I doubt it, because they make way too much money selling ships, but I think they could start focusing on other things. Like I said, if they started selling LTI, they would make a boatload of money. If they opened up swapping skins to where you can pay to swap a skin from this ship to this ship, a ton of money. If you could pay to create your own pack, maybe like you pay a $200 extra, and then they'll let you get rid of some of your ships and trade them out for others. They would sell a ton. Like, there's so many things that they can do to make money outside of selling ships. So my goal is to have a group of about 12 and take whatever jobs that don't break our moral code to make money. Ooh, moral code and money. Those are words that people don't often put together. So good luck with that. First time chat from Robin, Texas. I'm sure this question has been addressed. On the RSI website, there is a huge star map. Is the plan to make through game map that big? Yes. There's going to be 100 stars, not 100 star system. I think, or is it 100 star system? I think it is. 100 star systems. Yes. 100 star systems, which would mean, yes. Okay. Yeah. 100 star systems is what's planned. I'm just making sure I'm saying it right, because I feel like when I say star system, I think galaxy, but I think it's just because I was talking about the galaxy earlier. No, it's not 100 galaxies. It's 100 star systems. So you'll have 100 places that have planets or other things circling a sun or a star. That's what's planned. And I think the map is kind of going to be how you access each one of them, because you won't be able to just fly in a straight line to get to all of them. You have to go to a jump point, and then you might have to jump from this one to this one to this one to that one in order to get to the one that you're actually trying to get to. So at some point after CitizenCon, I'll be making a lot more videos on non-ship related stuff after CitizenCon, because I think I will have fulfilled my duties on ships, because reviewing every ship by CitizenCon was the goal, and I am going to do it. If you're streaming on YouTube, make sure you double stream on both Twitch and YouTube so you qualify for both prizes, and make sure you leave a comment 7 minutes in between. Yeah, I'm gonna do non-ship stuff. Obviously, I'll be at CitizenCon. If you didn't know that, if it's your first time, I will be at CitizenCon. I do have VIP tickets, and there's something else that's gonna happen while I'm there, and apparently I can't talk about it. I didn't know that, so I already told some people. Well, technically they didn't. That's not covered under NDA, but I don't want to ruffle any feathers, so I'm just gonna say that there's something, that's gonna happen while I'm there. That's gonna be awesome, and when it happens, I can't talk about it after it happens, except for the stuff that they let me talk about. So there you have it. Something is happening at some point in the future. So specific. Don't you love this channel where we get so specific? Let's see. Said just joined. Been watching the videos. Keep it up. Thank you. Those videos, I don't know if you guys know, it takes a lot. Bugfang, what's up? If you have made a YouTube video before that lasts longer than 15 minutes, you know that it's work to actually make it a quality video. So, sometimes things go wrong. I think like 2 of my videos currently have like this juddery thing happening. So I have no idea what made it do that. But then I figured it was maybe something I changed in my settings, the transcode settings on OBS or something. I don't know. So I think I figured it out, but sometimes things just go wrong and you can't fix it. But you can re-upload, and that's kind of what I've been doing. Could you do a video where you show off all the ships that have a working storage right now and where they are? With the new inventory system, a lot of ships don't have that inventory anymore, and those that do, most people don't know where they are. I could do something like that. I don't think I own enough ships to do it for all of them, but that could be something. Why is it? Do I have something here? Or is that just gray hair? That's gray hair popping out. Huh. Look at that. Look at that. I got gray hairs just like brand new ones. It's so wonderful to get old because coming from where I'm from, we weren't supposed to make it past 25, but jokes on you, we're still alive. So that's kind of the place I come from. But a different video. So that is a lot of stuff on Twitch. So let me hop back over to YouTube so I don't get super behind on both. Let's see. Wait, where's the let's see. Oh, some of these are the same questions. Okay. Woo! A lot of questions. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Man. Whoa. That's a lot of questions. All right. I'm gonna try to shorten my answers so that we can actually, because I'm only supposed to stream for an hour. We're already at an hour and 15 minutes. Technically, I started 17 minutes late, so technically we're just hitting our hour of actual stream time. But we're gonna try to answer these questions because I don't like leaving the stream with unanswered questions. So now that we know there will be a big part of CitizenCon about base building, how high is the probability of my theory? Galaxy released very soon. I don't think the Galaxy will be very soon, but I do think it will be soon-ish. I think the biggest thing they're going to release is whatever allows you to build small stuff. The Galaxy will probably get a release date, or they'll say it's in the production schedule. And they'll say like, oh, you'll get it in 6 months, or you'll get it in 4.0 or whatever. I do think it'll come soon, though, because they do seem to be focusing in on base building. What I do think we're going to get is that vehicle. It's going to be like, I think there's going to be a vehicle that you can build small stuff with, and that's what we're going to get first, just to kind of, because then they don't have to scale it up as big. I think they're going to, make us make our mistakes with the vehicle, and then they're going to decide what to put in later. At the same time, the Galaxy, they haven't even put the construction module on sale yet, so my guess is we will see the construction module go on sale either at CitizenCon or at IAE, and CitizenCon makes sense since they're talking about base building. So I'm thinking that's what we'll get. But yeah, if I had to guess when we get the Galaxy, I'd say middle of next year. Let's see. If you are streaming on Twitch or just streaming on YouTube, make sure you double stream so you qualify for both prizes. Another thing, I didn't even say what the prizes are. You're gonna get an available paint of your choice from streaming on YouTube, and you're gonna get an LTI Atlas if you stream on Twitch. So like I said, prizes are a little bit better on Twitch. So if you stream on both, you qualify for both. Just make sure you leave a comment 7 minutes in between so that we can go back and check that and verify the winner and all those things. Ooh, I don't want to. All right, let's push through some questions though. How many players and ships do you imagine will be in most fleet combats once they get that going? Players, and I think you will see massive battles, but it takes a lot of time to get people together. So I think most of that will be org to org fighting. And I think you'll see it pretty much every day, maybe every other day. Once they get it going, though, I think, a lot of people are just going to want to do that just for the craziness of it. Once it settles down, though, I think you might see it a little less because people are also, you got to remember we don't have Death of a Spaceman yet. So because we don't have Death of a Spaceman, people are going to be a little bit more reckless. But as Death of a Spaceman starts to be realized, people are going to be a lot less reckless because they're not going to want to lose all their stuff. So I think we'll see it often enough to where it won't be rare, but it won't be like everywhere you go. Oh, you said how many players and ships? I think on a regular basis we'll probably see three ships and maybe 6 or 7 players. Most people I think will end up skeleton crewing their ships before they do stuff like this because they'll want to bring as many ships as possible to make it look as crazy as possible. So yeah, like let's say 8 players, 3 ships, 3 to 4 ships. Trent Newman says, hey, love your ship videos. You should definitely have more followers. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Which Zeus did you add to your fleet? Oh, and I already answered that. Radium TX. I don't have any Zeuses. I used to, but I just want to talk about, I have a few videos where I talk about all the ships in my fleet. My fleet has changed even since then, which I can't believe. Mostly with credits, though. I don't think I've added a lot of new money to the game. But I go for larger ships, so that should just tell you where my fleet kind of lies. I want all the Zeuses. Yes, we need all the Zeuses, but you know what? We also need the E. What is it? The E1. I don't care if it doesn't have the gameplay. Just give it. I don't have one. I don't own one, but I just want it in the game because why not? Let's see what else we got. Zeus ST or MR, but not both. So I'll make mine one of those. Really hoping the Guardian ends up filling the quantum snare toll. Roll. Okay. It says, you probably know this already, but your video looks kind of blue or gray. Yes, that is a setting with this camera that I don't all the way know how to use yet. So, there is a way to change it, and I will figure it out eventually, but not before CitizenCon, because CitizenCon is, I need to review every ship by CitizenCon, and I have 13 more to do, and we got, 6 days? We got 6 days until CitizenCon, people. And I got 13 ships to do, or 12. 13 or something like that. Well, some of them are vehicles, so it might end up working. But mostly the biggest thing that's getting me is the fact that they released new ships this year, because if they hadn't, I would already be done. Well, I would probably only have like 2 or 3 left. But because they released new ships, there's four ships that I have to go back and do because of the newly released ships. So yeah, that added 4 to my plate. Including after this stream. I have to do a video after this stream that'll probably come out super late at night. It's the weekend. You guys can watch it at late at night. And then I have to do another one that'll probably come out in the morning, but we'll see if I make it that far. Let's see. Functional can be having more functions, not more effective as its primary function. That could be true. Yeah, you can have more functions, not necessarily a better primary function. That would be difficult to do in a ship that's bigger, because technically you could say you could do more things at the same time, but you could do it. Yeah, that's definitely doable. Let's see. Endeavor has a science module. Yes, it does. And I have 3 endeavors. I always look at the camera when I say that, because I know somebody's going to be like, well, you have what? You have what? That's when you put the H in front of the W. You say, you have what? BMC, thanks for becoming a ninja. I think I might have already said that, but that's okay. Still, thanks anyway. I need to take some time off after CitizenCon. The grind don't stop. I will take a little bit. I will take like 2 or 3 days after CitizenCon. Like, I'm not gonna immediately come back and make videos. I might edit some videos, like, because I'm gonna take some footage at CitizenCon that I won't be able to release immediately, because some of it will be with this camera and then other will be with my phone. And if you're not following my social media, this is probably going to be the best time to do it, because a lot of stuff is going to be on my social media, and I'll be doing a lot of YouTube shorts. I might go live on Twitch a few times. We'll see how that works. I don't know how to double stream from my phone, so I gotta figure that out. But yeah, let's see. Are the prizes automatic? So, in order to win, essentially, you have to, for the prizes for the streams anyway, you have to leave a comment 7 minutes in between. So 2 comments, 7 minutes in between. You have to, and that's both YouTube and Twitch. There's separate prizes. In order to win both, you have to do it on both. Which is why I keep telling people to dual stream so that you qualify for both. Because I don't want somebody to be like, oh man, like I didn't know how it worked, so I was only on YouTube and I should have been on Twitch. So that's why I say it so many times. But the way it'll work, I will randomly draw. So I will randomly draw, which stream is going to win it, and then I will randomly draw whether it'll be like a subscriber or a member. Then I'll randomly draw I'll randomly draw that like a bunch of times too. So that'll be like press the button 5 times or 6 times. So I have a whole video where I kind of explain how I do my giveaways. It's fairly complicated, but I do that just to ensure that it's fair, and random, actually random. So yeah, go check that video out. But no, it's not automatic. It's randomized. Yo, pickup lines like that. What's the pickup line? Did I say a pickup line? Pickup lines like that. Did I say a pickup line? I don't remember saying a pickup line, but do I have one? If you follow Billionaire Ninjas, one thing I can promise you is I will work hard for you and your Star Citizen content. If that's not what you're looking for, go elsewhere. But I know that's what you're looking for. There you go. There you go. I just made that up. Anyway, I have a lot of questions to go through. Let me stop being so silly. All right. Does membership work the same for live streams on YouTube? I see gifted memberships. Yes. Yes. I think it does. Those look like legit. Yeah. Yeah. Then let's see. Do you use a Tobii eye tracker for PvP dogfighting? Yes, and uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did my video change? Yep, my video did change. What happened? El Gato say no video. I don't know what happened. Give me a second. Let me try to figure it out. Aha! Empty chair. They tried to take me out. They were unsuccessful. Let's see. Can you see me? I'm a little blurry. That's pretty good. Yeah, they tried to take me out. Camera tried to take me out, Camera decided it wanted to turn off. I told him, no, you have more work to do. All right, back to these questions. Info runners do a big rating of every ship every year with 4 or 5 of them in the stream. Info runners, if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of info runners. I've been on their show a few times. We did a massive, I think it's going to be the biggest, I don't want to say biggest because I don't have the biggest fleet they've ever done. They've done much larger fleets than me, but it's the longest fix my fleet they've ever done, at least up to the point where we filmed it. So unless they've done a longer one since, that fix my fleet is going to be one to watch, because it's like if somebody watched info runners for years and like actually heeded their advice, well, a lot of their advice, not all of it. That's what you kind of get. All right, let's see. Do I think Bounty Hunting 2.0 will happen? Absolutely. I would be shocked if Bounty Hunting 2.0, we don't get that in a 4-dot patch, because I'm assuming we'll have dot patches for everything still going forward. But I would say 4.0, we're going to get Bounty Hunting 2.0. That's a lot of people's favorite thing to do in Star Citizen. If I'm trying to think of like what percentage I would give it, but I would say it's a more than 50% of the people who play Star Citizen take part in bounty hunting. If I had to give it a percentage, it's a lot of people. So I think that's going to be huge. Now that we know CitizenCon will be... Oh, wait, I already answered that question. Let's see. Sound Waves Ghost. Which would you prefer, being a crewman on a huge ship for an event mission, or a doctor during a huge event similar to a military operation? Me personally, it depends on how many people and what the event is and how many people are actually coming to the medical ship to allow me to be a doctor. Because if certain events I like to do more, like I love FPS events. Like I want to get out my ship and do stuff, you know, whether it's putting boxes on a ship or whatever. So like FPS events, like I think I would probably be more likely to do the crew thing. But non-FPS events, like I like dogfighting, but I don't like it so much that I would just be like, oh my God, let me get into some more dogfighting. I would prefer to do like large fleet battle stuff. So if it's not a large fleet battle, and it was more like smaller dogfighting, then I would probably go for the medical thing. Dark Star Gray said, "Your videos are what you give to the community. That is what we can give back to you." That's actually a really great way to look at it. I never thought about it like that. I mean, it does take a lot of time and effort to make videos, but like I said, you can always watch them for free. I mean, it's always appreciated to become members and things like that. Always. And like I said, I kind of gave you a little bit of how it helps the channel. But as always, you can just watch for free. And again, if you're new to the stream, because I'm seeing a few people hop in, make sure you're dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so that way that you can qualify for both of our prizes. And make sure you leave comments 7 minutes apart. Okay. Woo, y'all have a lot of questions. Wow, this is awesome. This is by far the most questions you guys have ever asked. It is awesome. I love seeing the questions pop up like this, because it's like I get to keep talking about Star Citizen. All right. San Chimera, you did $5. You all are awesome. This is why I guess I like the community for more than just the fact that they give me money, obviously, but like I like you the I guess the nature of this community is to spend money because we all buy digital JPEGs and PNGs, right? But at the same time, like it's just really awesome the way that this community gives to each other, right? It's really cool. Uh, some Josh Jones Sr. said, "Boo Army, go Air Force." How many people actually believe that? I'm sorry, Air Force folks. You know we've got beef. Army, and Air Force. I actually, to be completely honest with you, I think Army, Navy, and Marines all would put Air Force fourth. To be completely honest with you, I mean, I don't want to start anything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Navy, Marines, and Army, they would all put themselves first, but they would all agree that Air Force is fourth. However, comma, I think they would all agree that the most attractive people, Air Force is number one. So there you have it. There's your sign. Let's see. Debating trading in the Andromeda for the Galaxy. The Galaxy is the big brother to the Andromeda. So if you're looking for a fighting ship though, because the Andromeda is mostly a fighting ship, does have decent cargo, but it's mostly a fighting ship. There are other options, but the Galaxy would be good. Just remember, you're not going to have that pilot controlled stuff anymore. Oh, whoa, what happened? What happened? I lost my place here. Okay. Greetings, Voodoo Child. Let's see. Get a Galaxy, you get a Carrack as a loner if you don't have one, which is a better explorer than the Andromeda. That is true, but the Carrack is better put against the Aquila, but even then the Carrack's larger, so you probably got to put it against like a larger ship. But what you're saying is still true. Yeah. Dugale McAllister said, "Goodness, selling LTI tokens without ships, gold mine." It would be, right? And they could even scale it up. They could do like if you have $100 ship and below, it costs $10 to add LTI. If it's $200 below, it's 25. If it's 300 and below, it's 50. 400 below, they could scale it up. Well, those prices are insane. Actually, let me fix that. 200 and below, 15. 300 and below, 25. 400 and below, probably 40. 500 and below, 50. 600 and below, 60. 700 and below, 70. 75 probably. And then 750 you probably have to go to like 85, and then anything above that it would probably be $100 to add LTI. That would work. I think that pricing scale would work because obviously adding LTI to a more expensive ship should be a little bit more expensive. Well, I won't say obviously, but it makes sense to me that people who own those larger ships would be more willing to pay for LTI. Because if you think about it, what are you going to pay on the gray market? If for instance, right now, if you were to try to get an LTI 890 jump, well, actually, certain ships you can't even get off the gray market. You have to get the account or something like that. So, but just think about how much you would pay for some of these ships to get LTI on them, right? It's insane. It's definitely going to be more than $100. So if $100 is the most that they charge to make your ship LTI, I think they would make money hand over fist. Anyone else see that they restricted the C1 cargo grid so it no longer uses the space efficiently to fit another 32 SCU crate down the middle? I did not see that, but that actually makes sense. I feel like they're going to start changing the cargo grids to make them actually restrict to the amount they're supposed to have. So if you've been, shipping more than you anticipated or that the ship says it can ship, just get ready because I think they're starting to balance things. And they're balancing down to where the ship is supposed to be, not where it was for the game currently. So yeah. I think I figured out what happened to my camera earlier too. I think it overheated. But this camera has a fan, so that shouldn't happen that often. Huh. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Somebody did comment and then another comment. Tim Ball, I see you. You're trying to make sure you entered into that contest. I see you. Let's see. I have no idea what you are talking. Oh wait, decoding. Leave it. That's the spirit. Question: with the vast majority of the current gameplay loops involving selling, buying things at different places, will they fix the elevators at Outpost before 3.24.2 goes live? I don't know. I haven't really played a whole lot of .2, so I don't know. But I don't think so, because I feel like that would be a very high topic of conversation right now. And as far as I know, it is not a very high topic of conversation right now. So people in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but elevators have not been fixed. Vidux, you made it to the live stream. Yes. Oh, I got rated on Twitch. I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. Thank you, whoever sent the raid. I don't know who sent it. Can I scroll down and see who sent it? Who rated Disarray 306? Wait, Ray of Hope 98 rated. Wait, right? Is that how it happened? Ray of Hope. So that's Ray. Thanks for the raid, Ray. Much appreciated. Sorry I missed it like earlier. Welcome Raiders. Make sure if you're only on Twitch, you dual stream on our YouTube channel as well, Billionaire Ninjas, because then you qualify for both of our prizes we're giving away, the ATLS and the ship paint. And if you leave a comment 7 minutes in between, you will qualify for both of those for this video. You have to do it, I think, 7 times, 7 different videos. So keep coming back and you qualify for things. Okay. I'm almost done with questions on YouTube, and then I'll hop back on Twitch. Yeah, make sure you put question in front of your question so I can actually read it and see that it's a question. Where was I at? When capital ships are made available for players, do you think CIG would allow us to create our own blockade runner style events and have dynamic missions appear around it? I'll say this. I don't think that's the way it'll work. What I think will happen is you can create a situation where a blockade event happens, or a blockade runner event happens, or like a massive, like dynamic mission happens. But I don't think that's coming for years. Like, we're talking deep Star Citizen gameplay, and right now the focus is still Squadron 42, at least until it releases. So I would say we're waiting 3-4 years for this stuff to even be talked about, let alone released. Yeah. I got the Odyssey. I have that one too. I can review all of Tumbril in one video. There is a bunch of Tumbril cyclones, and that's the reason why I couldn't put it all in one video. But I wouldn't do that anyway. I try to stick to one type of ship, like one series of ships in one video. Yeah, because then, like, I think, because most time if you're buying one of those, you're considering all three, and then you're just like, oh, this is why I should buy that one instead of this one. Let's see. Citizen Ninja said, I always take the Monday after CitizenCon off from work because lack of sleep over the weekend. That is true. I'll take one or 2 days off, but I will be doing some video editing to try to get some videos prepared for that third day. But I will be posting less after CitizenCon. Let's see. Been neglecting SC since my new PC build. Haven't we all? I haven't built a new PC though. We have your answer for favorite medium daily driver. What is your favorite most anticipated large daily driver and capital? Ooh, that's a good question. Large. Wait, you said medium? Do you say medium and large? No, you said large and capital. Capital daily driver? I don't know if I'll have a capital daily driver because daily driver and capital just seems like they don't go together for me. My large will be my 600i, so that one's easy. So it's really, I'm just trying to figure out the capital. Actually, so you have large, then you have subcapital, and then you have capital. Because you got size 4 large, and then you got size 5 large, right? And then, so you got size 0 is vehicles. Size 1 is snubs. Size 2 is small. Size 3 is medium. Size 4 is large. Size 5 is subcapital. And size 6 is capital, right? If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So, and the 600i, I think, counts as a subcapital currently. So technically, I answered what is my favorite subcapital. Large would probably be the Connie. Right now, it would be probably the Connie Taurus. Yeah. So then my capital, there's not a whole lot of capitals you can even do daily driving in, but it would probably be the Reclaimer just because I like money. I don't have an 890 jump. I haven't flown it around long enough to really say that's what that one would be it. But the Polaris is coming soon, so I think that'll obviously be my favorite once that comes out because I have one of those. A comment for the comment. Go Army. Beat Navy. Best chow and living in the AF. In the Air Force. I will give you that. Best chow and best living quarters. Definitely the Air Force. I won't say that they care more about their people, but I think you can get the gist. We have it rough. I think that's part of I think that's part of the appeal, right? Like if you want to be like I was in the military, but like I didn't do a lot of the things that most military people have done, you go to the Air Force. But if you want to do the things that military people have done, mostly you go to the other branches. So it's weird, but the better lifestyle, 100% Air Force. Definitely had the best chow. Space Force. We don't talk about Space Force. What? Don't mention that. Don't mention that around. Even Air Force knows. That's what. Come on now. Air Force. I'm sorry. I forgot that other thing existed. I'm sorry. So everything I've said about Air Force, we don't pick on you anymore. I apologize. We don't pick on you anymore. It's that dude in the corner. Ugh. Yes. All branches except the Coast Guard. Coast Guard isn't military anymore. We don't. I'm sorry to be so dismissive to the other branches, but like this is just the way it is. It's the way it is here, at least in this country. I don't know. We don't count the Coast Guard. We don't even mention them. That's the disrespect that the Coast Guard gets. They don't even get mentioned. In the Army, I have seen cooks screw up a hamburger patty. I didn't say we were the smartest. That I for sure did not say. Who's the smartest? Probably Air Force. Let's see. They were smart enough not to join the Army. Let's see. Okay, we gotta answer some of these questions. We've been streaming a while. If only they would fix the Carrick. It has it all except for finding. It's gonna get some modules though, so we'll see. waiting on the 615 IE rework. That would be cool. That would be cool if they just released the rework as like a different thing, but at the same time, not if I have to pay for it, because I want my rework on my current 600i. I like this channel and community. I'm very glad the algorithm sent you here. I'm glad the algorithm sent you too. Check it out on Twitch too, because Twitch is a little different sometimes. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we're getting down to the bottom, folks. We're getting down to the bottom. I know I've been streaming for a hot minute, so let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh, that was Dugale that said they like this channel, so much appreciated. The only way the giveaway counter works is based on it's 2 comments, 7 minutes in between. Even if you watch longer, it doesn't like qualify you anymore for the contest than anything. It's just 2 comments, at least 7 minutes in between those comments. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about and you just joined, we're giving away a prize on YouTube, better prize on Twitch. Make sure you double stream so you qualify for both. Make sure you leave comments 7 minutes in between on both, and then you qualify after, there's 7 videos I think you have to watch throughout the month in order to qualify for it. All the details are either on my channel or on our Discord. We got a whole bunch of places you can find all the details for it. But also, if you watch on both, you can just pick whichever one is your favorite and audio that one. Let's see. We're getting all the way down on YouTube, so I know there's a bunch more on Twitch, but we're pushing through it. Thank you for the content. I know you put in a lot of effort. Thank you, VDux. Thanks for watching. For the Fix My Fleet from Voodoo Child. Question for the Fix My Fleet. How much change was advised, and are you considering the suggestions? Oh, I can't give away any of that. I can't give away. I will say there was a less than average amount of change suggestion. And I took at least 1 recommendation. That's all I can give you. Because that trust me, the episode is worth watching for a few reasons. A, because it shows you what following the info runner's style of how to buy ships, it shows you kind of how it works from someone who's been following their channel for a while. It shows you a cool thing about fleets and how to connect your ships to each other. There's a lot. It's a really good video. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that episode. I don't know how much they enjoyed it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think everybody who watches it is going to come away from it like with one thing, at least one thing. So I think it'll be really cool. Let's see. Yes, dude in the corner. Yes, I would love for them to expand on the modules in the Caterpillar. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and sub. Do I even ask for that on my streams? Like, I'm just like, watch this stream. I'm like, I don't even say please like and subscribe. Please do those things. I am great at stream. I am fantastic. A1. All right. Ubo, I am dedicated to rating out correctly this time. So we will at the end of this stream, I'm going to just be like, hey everybody, don't remind me to rate out. All right. We're back on Twitch. We're answering questions. I ran out of questions on YouTube, so we should be able to finish this out. Let's see what we got. Ooh, okay, let's see. Not accounting for... Let me see. I think I got it. Let's see. Hopefully affiliate soon. I think this is the video that'll push us over the edge for affiliate. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. How's the stream going? It's going well, I think. You got to ask other people because I could just be talking complete nonsense and they could be like just being nice to me. Question. I have an Arastra Odyssey and Galaxy. I know the Galaxy is the budget base builder. That's the only reason I have it. Should I get a different ship? Say the Drake Ironclad. It would depend on what you're doing, what your goals are. Out of the three that you have, I like larger ships, so I would go Arastra and Odyssey if I'm going to get rid of one of them. But the Galaxy might be better. The Galaxy and the Ironclad are kind of interesting picks, though, because the Ironclad is a different ship. I mean, it carries much more cargo, but then it's really restricted to that cargo vehicle carrying type of gameplay. It's got three tractor beams, but I wouldn't really put those in the same category. So I would really need to know, like, what are your goals? But for that question, probably reach out on the Discord and just send me a message, and then I'll give you a better answer for that. Your modern ship review is what let me find you. Nobody likes the OG ships, as in it doesn't get them views. No, we treat all ship reviews with respect over here. The Aurora one was hard to do because it was like, how do I not like poop all over the Aurora as I review it? Because I don't really suggest anybody get them unless that one specific scenario that I listed in the video. So yeah. Best ship reviews, RSI by Billionaire Ninja. must appreciate that. Let's see. Does the 7 minutes restart if you make a comment before it elapses? Is that? Am I saying that word right? Elapses? Elapse? I feel like I'm saying that word right. No, it just won't count. So like if you did a comment and it was like 6 minutes and 47 seconds, like it just wouldn't count for the contest. So just, you can do 8 minutes just to make sure. I stream for like an hour and a half every time. So, not accounting for cost, Buck Rogers 01 said, not accounting for cost, what would be your recommendation for the go-to solo player ship? It's going to be a Connie. And I'm going to say the Connie Taurus. Yeah. Because it opens you up for multiplayer. Even if you aren't interested, it still opens you up for it. It allows you to do cargo gameplay, allows you to do bounty hunting, and then you can earn whatever other ship you want. It allows you to take a vehicle, even all the way up to an Ursa. Yeah, the only thing it's missing is that snub. But again, like I said, you can earn all that stuff with what you can do in that ship. Could you also do a video where you show off all the ships that have a working storage? Oh wait, I already answered that one. With the ATLS coming 3.24, Ace and Brink's asking this question. Do you think this quick in-game launch was always the plan, or maybe the norm for this type of vehicle, or is this a special case where CIG is reacting to backer complaints? I think it was always planned to be in-game. They've always said the only thing that you need is a starter pack. So for them to say you can only buy this ship outside of the game wouldn't make any sense, or only buy this mech outside of the game. Everything is going to be able to be earned in game. I think with the exception of like a few skins or something that are like specific, and maybe like one ship. I think like the F7A they said was only going to be like a one giveaway type of thing. But I do think you'll be able to earn like even like the Saber Raven and all of that. I think it'll just be behind some wall or something. Like it'll be something you have to do in order to earn it or unlock it. But the ATLS, I think that was always going to be I always thought it was going to be in the game. I don't think they were like, oh, this will be something separate. Ooh, somebody said primary, secondaries, and decals for the ship paint thing. That's a good idea. Let's see. I'm a real streamer now? I hope so. I have no idea. What makes you a real streamer? Um, there's a lot of people watching. I mean, a lot to me. I mean, two people watching would be a lot to me, though. To be completely honest, I'm not a numbers guy when it comes to that stuff. Like the fact that 1,000 people watch a video of mine is like absolutely insane to me. Um, let's see. You are gonna have to read so many new names. Yes, I am gonna have to read new names because of all the gifted subscriptions. Much appreciated. XX Uwu Simp XX. That is your username. I loved reading that out loud because it's your username and that allows me to read it out loud. Um, you finally caught a live stream. Welcome. Promoting the Valkyrie to anyone who will hear it. It's the best medium freight ship competing with the Zeus C1 Cutlass and Freelancer. Let me see. Valkyrie versus Zeus. Yep, I picked the Valkyrie. C1 versus Valkyrie. Ooh, I like the maneuverability of the C1. That would be tough. Valkyrie versus Cutlass. I do pick the Valkyrie. Freelancer versus Valkyrie. I picked the Valkyrie. So it's really only the C1. But the Valkyrie allows a little bit more gameplay, so I would go with the Valkyrie. Yes, I agree, Bugfang. I think that's right. Valkyrie over all of those. On both or one on Twitch, then one on YouTube within 7 minutes. Oh, okay. So that's a good question. IVIR Alaska says, should I comment on the same? Yes. So the YouTube one, if you're streaming on YouTube, comment 7 minutes apart on YouTube. If you're streaming on Twitch, comment 7 minutes apart on Twitch. So if you're streaming on both, that would be 4 total comments. If you're streaming on one, that would be 2 total comments on that particular one. And before the first one, I'll try to make sure I look through to see if people did it on both streams. ATLS will be available for in-game purchase. Yes. Question: What kind of specialist armor do you think we'll have? I think there'll be one for every job, right? For mining, maybe it'll be something where you have like a HUD element that's not normally there if you have all of the mining stuff on. Maybe for salvage, it'll be something that allows you to see weak points easier or break ships apart. Like you'll give you some information. I think a lot of it'll be in the HUD. But when it's stuff that can damage you, I think it'll just be more damage resistance to that particular type of damage. So like radiation, maybe blunt damage versus slicing damage, point damage, like piercing damage versus slashing damage. I'm thinking D&D stuff, but that sounds right to me. Question: I heard with the new patch they're going to release the Atlas in game. That's shorter than the 3 months exclusivity. I don't know that they ever promised 3 months of exclusivity. I think that was something that they said most of the time you get, but even then, if they did promise it, they probably only promised it for ships, and the ATLS is technically not a ship. So they could still make that argument. Do you think we'll get a release date for Squadron 42 at CitizenCon? Absolutely, 100%. It may not be a release date for the actual release of Star Citizen or Squadron 42. I think it'll be a release date for the minimum viable playable, or what is it called? Minimum viable product. So like the first time we'll get a release that's open to everybody and they'll put the game on a shelf is 2 different things. But the minimum viable product, I think, will be, I think I gave my estimations earlier, but I think July next year is when we'll get, I think 1.0 counts as the minimum viable product, if I'm not mistaken. They have to talk about it a little bit more at CitizenCon. But yeah. The Taurus out of the statement about the Valk. The Taurus versus the Valk. That is a good one. That is a really good one. I have an answer, but it might not Um, it depends on what you. It honestly does depend. Um, the Taurus is better for cargo. The Taurus is better for weapons. The Valkyrie is better for carrying a bunch of people. It has a better interior, and it's better for ground combat. They both fly like boats. Uh, but if I could only pick one, I would probably still pick the Taurus because um, I'm more interested in cargo gameplay. And I think it's cheaper by like 50, $60. I think it's cheaper by $60. So, no, it's way cheaper because it's $200 for the Taurus. I'm thinking of the 315, the Andromeda. So it's like 175 cheaper. It's the Taurus. It's the Taurus. And it's if nothing for nothing else but if we're buying it in game, I suppose it evens it out a little bit more. But if I could only own one of those, it would be the Taurus. I think that the Valk might be the better ship as far as multi-role gameplay, though. So I like the Valk. I like the Valk a lot. But the Taurus, it's the Taurus for me. Am I the only one that doesn't like the Zeus? I don't dislike the Zeus. I liked it a lot more when it came out in concept, and I think my opinion of it has been like boop, 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 all the way until release. So you're not the only one. I don't dislike it though. I just don't own one, and I don't think I have a reason to own one. Maybe the MR, but we'll see. I'm pulling back on that until it gets released. Do you think CIG might release the Combat Titan mech suit in the Dress to Kill panel at CitizenCon? I don't know which one, but I do think they will release a combat one because I'm fairly certain they made like 50 million off the Atlas release. Well, 50 million is probably a lot. Let's say like 25 million. They made a lot of money off the Atlas release. And if they release a combat one, I think they'll make less money, not because it's not, better or whatever. And I think more people are interested in the combat one, but I think a lot of people will get rid of their Atlas one to get the combat one. So, but I still think they'll make hand over. I think coming out of this CitizenCon, I think CIG is going to make more money than a lot of previous CitizenCons. But there was the release of like the Kraken and stuff like that, where I think that might have tipped the scales a little bit, because I think when they sell those larger ships and the privateer, when they sell those larger ships, I think that kind of pushes them over the margin because they're getting so much money from like one person. But we'll see. I think it's going to be one of the highest selling sitcoms, because we're going to have at least one straight to flyable, right? We're going to have at least one, but we just don't know if it's any of these leaked ships or if it's something else. Do you think? Oh no, I already answered that one. I like my C1 more so far. Yep, same here. Taurus is large class. Valk is medium. I didn't know Valk was medium. I thought the Valk was large. Oh, good point. I'm assuming that's right. I too am disappointed by her. Okay, let's see the ramp. Question from Full Nelson 87. Do you think the Endeavor will have every type of module, such as crafting, repair, salvage, and defense? Every type of module, no, but a lot of them, yes. I think for sure repair. Crafting, I would hope it does, but I just, because it can't land on a planet, I think the crafting, it won't get all of crafting, but I think it will get some of it, based on like research and stuff. But repair, salvage, yes. Defense makes sense. Combat, people want a combat version of everything, so that does make sense. Crafting is the only one I'd be iffy about, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got all four of those. You can request a custom ship pack from Concierge Customer Service with discounts, because that's the only thing I would only want. What I want, you know what? Maybe I'll just ask. There's two ships that I want with LTI, and I want. I've spent over 10,000 on this game. I think you can spare me you know, a ship or two. Give me an LTI Pioneer, because right now mine's only got 10 years insurance, which is absolute hogwashery. 10, 10 years is not bad. Insurance is not going to be as expensive as people think it is. But still, it's my only ship without LTI, so it just makes me feel weird. And I think I would take an opportunity to buy an 890 jump with LTI, just because I think I didn't know how rare that opportunity would be. So now I feel like I just want one for the rarity, not because I would actually use it that much, because it's 600i for me. Let's see. See you in the VIP lounge? I probably won't spend a lot of time in the VIP lounge. I will be walking around. I will be working a lot at CitizenCon. So if you do see me, I will say what's up or whatever, but I will be holding a very heavy camera or my phone and trying to film as much, because I want people that can't go to CitizenCon to kind of be able to see it. Go check out the Inforunners too, because they're going to kind of do it like a reporter would do it, where I think they're going to have like one person reporting from the station and then two people on ground, like getting all the footage and doing the interviews and stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool too. Was I at the last CitizenCon? No, I was not, but I think I will be going to every CitizenCon from now on. So there's that. Will you get in trouble if I say the secret here? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't even know if CIG watches my videos, but if they do, and then either I won't be able to do the secret thing, which is like, yeah, whatever. I would like to do it, but it won't ruin my life if I can't. But I would have confirmation that CIG watches my videos. And if I have confirmation that CIG watches my videos, worth it. Because I already know at least one person that works at CIG watches my videos, because I received an email from somebody at CIG that made it very clear that they watched at least one of my videos. So I know at least one person watches. Do you have any idea of when 3.2.4.2 goes live? I would guess either the week. Well, let me see. I would guess this weekend, actually. Oh, no, it wouldn't be this weekend. No, it would be next week. Yeah. It makes sense that every once in a while they'll do it, but I would say it'll probably go live at CitizenCon. I think CitizenCon starts. Is CitizenCon Saturday, Sunday, or is it Friday, Saturday? I look at I don't have my tickets in front of me. But yeah, I would say it'll most likely release at CitizenCon. That just makes sense, or the day before. Can't wait for the re-reviews of every ship once engineering and Maelstrom are in. Oh my goodness. Re-reviews are so much easier. Let me explain this to you. Okay. Look, if I do a re-review, right? So like I just did the Orion, right? Like I have all the footage I need from the Orion. So half of that video was collecting footage and pictures and inserting them into video. Like that video was hard to do. But a re-review would be like, okay, go watch that video. Here's the new stuff. And like, here's what I think. And I would probably be on camera for the re-reviews rather than just having it like be footage. So yes. Josh Jones AK. Yes, you made it on Twitch. Thank you. You can rent the ships you don't have during IAE. Yes. Going gray from the stress of setting up these streams? Maybe. Let's see. Does anybody know how I could transfer my alts with LTI to move the LTI onto another ship? I don't know if you can, but if you can, that's probably a better question for the Discord. So we do have a Discord, Billionaire Ninjas Discord. Go ask it on there, and we have very helpful people there. I'd buy a couple of LTIs if CIG just offered them. Yes, a lot of people would. I should upgrade my RAM. Probably. I have a lot of. Oh wait, I already have 64, so I probably need 128. Double stream, Josh Jones. Thank you. Thank you to all the double streamers. I know that's extra work, so much appreciated. Even if you're just doing it to win a ship, I don't care. Let's see. Discord. The link to Discord is expired? Oh, okay. I'll have to fix that. Yes. I see that the link is dead. I'll try to fix that after the stream. Billionaire Ninjas be holding up 2 phones at the con. If I had 2 phones. I might have to buy service from Manchester because I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think I have coverage there that is cheap enough to let me stream. But I'll do mostly everything on Wi-Fi, but we'll see. Man, I am behind on this chat. We're going to have to end this video at some point, though. We're going to have to end this stream at some point. Further to the bounty hunting 2.0, what do you envision 2.0 will look and play like? I have no idea. That's probably more of a video question. But I do think you'll have to do more than just show up and kill a ship, or I think you'll have to actually arrest people. I think you actually will have to find information on people to find them. Like, it won't just be like they're over there. It'll be like you have to go to a place and they'll say the last time they were seen was doing this, and then you'll have to go to where that activity happens, and you'll have to go to what do you call it? A cantina? What is those things called? Cantina. I said cantina. I think you'll have to go to like the cantina and ask about rumors and stuff like that. I think it'll be more investigatory, and I think that's what you'll end up doing. Let's see. Anyone know why we are not able to create private bounty contracts, take out a hit on private star citizens? I think we will be able to do that eventually. We're holding Billionaire hostage tonight. Yes, you are, with all these questions, but I love it. It's going to definitely be my longest stream. I'll have to put that up on the thing again. Longest stream ever. People will get bad with it. Start trolling regular people with bounties. Yes, that's true. Maybe you have to have like some interaction with the player in order for you to put a bounty on them. Have given 0 statements hinting at it. All ships are imagine necessary. Somebody's been watching my videos. Digital ships aren't imaginary. They are imagine necessary. Let's see. Tedman8, good luck on the giveaway, folks. Tedman8, I believe, won a ship. I think he actually won my very first, or he won something. I don't know what it was. Maybe it wasn't a ship. Maybe it was something else, but I think Tedman8 won something. Air Force and Army ally here. Had an Army dad, have an Air Force uncle, and a Space Force member I shouldn't speak about. No, you should not. Scale the LTI token on the price of the ship such as a percentage. Yep. Everyone trashed the Air Force until they need an A-10 to roll in. Hey, I'm gonna let you know. Army has A-10s too. But you're still right. You're still right, Josh Jones. You're still right. We need the Air Force. I'm not saying we don't need you. We just give you a lot more crap than we give each other. Am I going to the Wakefield Street takeover on Friday? I don't think I will arrive in time. Or wait, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what time I get there. And I also have a lot of work to do when I get there because I have to actually make sure my internet connection is solid. So I don't know if I will be able to go to outside stuff. I'm still considering going to Atmo. I don't even know if I'll still be able to buy tickets by the time I'm actually done considering. So we'll see. Man, can you show us your current fleet? It's gonna change. So if I even showed it to you today, it'll be different once CitizenCon hits, and then it'll be different again once IAE hits. So I think the show the full fleet thing is best done as like I think probably December it'll be the next time I do like a full show my fleet thing. But I definitely won't show my full fleet until after Info Runners posts their video, because I need you guys to watch that first, because that video is gonna be awesome. But my current fleet that'll probably be either a Thanksgiving thing right after IAE, or it'll be a December thing around Christmas. I do have, if you watch, I do have my old fleet up though, so I have videos where you can go and see ships that I've chosen in the past. I've done one in the last 7 months, I think. So if you go, you can see what my fleet looks like. All those ships aren't still there, but you can see a lot of what my fleet looks like. Capital Daily Driver BMM. I mean, I guess maybe I wasn't including ships coming out in the future, but the BMM will, I guess, eventually be my Capital Daily Driver. So good point, Citizen Ninja. Until they add NPC crews, how can you daily drive a Capital? You just get in the pilot seat. You get in the pilot seat. Let's see. Vakir Prime, yes, you made it to the Twitch stream. It's gonna go on for 24 hours apparently, because I can't get out of here. There's so many questions. I love it. Come on. I was military police and a combat arms instructor in the Air Force. I am happy for you, Josh Jones. Those are cool things that you did. I was combatives level 2. I don't know if you guys do combatives the same way as us, but I was combatives level 2, and I did a military police mission when I was in Iraq. But that's it. I wasn't actually military police. I was king of battle, field artillery, and then I became an IT guy after that because, for reasons. Coast Guard is Homeland Security. I like that. Or I don't know. Is that true? I don't know. They showed up. We did a military event at a place I work, and yeah, they showed up. So I don't think that's all the way true. Air Force recruiter, we got the smartest. That I agree, 100%. Rework on 600i might make you work one. Yes, so many people will get the 600i. I'm telling you, the 600i. If you just look at what it currently does, you'll be like, it's okay. Maybe not even okay, maybe a slightly under okay. But if you look at what it's going to do, man. I mean, it's not just what it'll do, it's the type of ship it will be. Army is for the practitioners. Oh, there's a lot of people going in on this Army Navy thing. I missed a lot of it. Don't forget to rate out on Twitch. I got it. I'm gonna do it this time for real. I'm actually gonna ask you guys how to do it at the end of the stream. This stream feels more personal when streamers get so large. It just feels like a company. Ooh, that's a good point. Remind me if I ever start doing that. If I ever get large, remind me that my stream starts to feel large. Now, what I do think will change is I think if I was to become a larger streamer, I would do like ads like inside the stream. Like I would be like, here's Coca-Cola. they give me $150 to hold this can. Whatever it is. But one of the things I want to try to do if I ever do get like sponsored and stuff like that is I want to do things that I actually use. So if you ever see an ad, I think I will try to keep those to things that I actually use or I think are actual good products, rather than just being like, they paid me so I'm saying it. And that way I think it'll be more true to the people. Let's see. You mentioned having 22 or 23 ships. Can I ask how many CCUs you're sitting on? Ooh, that a lot. I have at least 20 CCUs on top of my ships. So, at least 20. I want more large base building options. I don't think we'll get them. I think we might get one alternative maybe from Argo, because we have a capital and a subcap, but we don't have a large. We don't have a large base builder. That and I think the large base builder, because so we have one that can do uh, XL and space stations. That's the Pioneer. The subcap is going to be the Galaxy, so that should be able to do large, large and below. We don't have one that can do medium and below, I don't think. Um, and I think that'll be the large option. And I'm hoping Argo does it because I need an Argo ship in my life. Somebody got beat in a Connie by a Mantis. That doesn't surprise me. The Mantis is a sleeper. I had no idea how good the Mantis was till I did that review. That Mantis is legit, folks. I you know my theories about buying smaller ships, but at the same time, that Mantis, it's legit. It wasn't legit when it came out though, so I would understand if you didn't know it was legit. Connie needs a full redo, maybe. I think they're working on it a little bit. Started with the Taurus, but now I like the Andromeda. Andromeda's a better fighter, and it comes with the snub, so I can respect it. Aquila for the best view. The view's not worth it. It does come with the rover though. That might be worth it. People are now gifting subscriptions for you. That's a real streamer. So proud. Small step for man. A ninja leap for the Star Citizen universe. Ray, you're awesome. Ray Gun 972, ladies and gentlemen. My one of my first ninjas. If you didn't know, the highest level you can get in my membership is the $100 level, and it's called Takeru. And Takeru actually means I think it was either the name of the first ninja that ever existed, or it was like it actually means first ninja. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah. And Ray is one of my major members there. That's a first ninja for you. So much appreciated. I mentioned the Atlas in game to give context to someone else's question about it that you didn't understand. What are your thoughts on it being in game so soon? Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. That's what you were. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind it being in game. Didn't realize I had bits in Joy. What's that? I don't know what that is. Oh, is that a Twitch thing? Bits are a Twitch thing, aren't they? I feel like when I say bits, it sounds like I'm saying something else. I'm not. I'm not saying the other word. Don't censor me, Twitch or YouTube. I'm not saying the other word. I promise. Now I feel like that's exactly what somebody would say who was saying the other word. What do I think is the largest feasible ship for a solo player to use? I ask because I have a Nursa, a light fighter, and a heavy fighter, and I think I need something to carry the Nursa for ground missions. Largest feasible ship for a solo player is probably going to be the 600i right now. I don't know if it can fit a Nursa right. Can it fit? I have actually never put the Nursa inside, and I haven't even put an Ursa inside my 600i. I've mostly, every time I fly my 600i is just to shoot with it, or to mess around in it. It's normally not to take vehicles with me, but I would say a 600i. But even then, I think you could go a little bigger because you can go A2. You can use an A2 solo. It's gigantic. I don't know why you would want to, because it's so much better. It's so much better with people because of those turrets. But you could go C2. If you're doing it solo, it'd probably be better to do C2 because then you could carry more cargo with you along with the Nursa. And if you're not going to use those extra seats anyway, but then you can't bomb things, and bombing things is fun. So there you go. I'd probably go Crusader in that case. 600i or Crusader. Don't like the struts? I respect that. If you are an anti-Connie owner because of the struts, I respect it. I have no notes for you. I respect that because that's what you got to look out. So I respect it. They made 1.5 million on the Atlas? No, they did? I thought it was way more than that. Wow. I thought it was like 25. You know what it is? I think I looked at the total amount that they made after announcing the Atlas, not how much they actually made directly from the Atlas. Taurus 190, Andromeda 240. Yeah, that sounds right. What did I say? It was 315. What am I thinking of? The Aquila? Maybe that's the Aquila. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the Aquila. I got my Zeus because I love the new RSI design language. I respect it. I do. I think RSI is slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite manufacturers. So we're gonna see. I'm not gonna make the decision until after IAE and I see what their what the rest of their ships look like, though. Panzer first time chat said glad to have some extra space in my whatever budget. This way, never any regrets after. Got it. Yeah, I got a whatever budget too. It's whatever I can afford. Should I CC you? Ray said, should I CC you from my Vulcan to an Orion? That's a very big jump, but I like the Vulcan as my daily driver. So it depends. I guess it would depend. You'd have to ask me that question with a little bit more information. Ubo, you have to wait until Ninja becomes an affiliate. Yes. I think this is the one that's going to make me an affiliate. So the next stream, I think you'll be able to do all the stuff that you're trying to do. I don't know what it is, but it sounds cool. I bought a PC and Star Citizen just to own the 890. Respect. To be fair, I know a lot of people with 890, so I don't really need an 890. I don't want to ever fly an 890. I would always want to be like a crew on an 890 because like I get to jump in the pool and do all the other cool stuff. So me not owning an 890 is a wholly personal thing. It's not that I don't think other people should. I think I gave it, I don't know what score I gave it, but it was above a 7, I think. I don't know. I can't remember what I gave it. It wasn't that long ago. LTI 890 with its 3 new paints. I would love that. I would love an LTI 890. I would purchase an LTI 890. I'm telling you right now. CIG, if you're watching, because I know at least one of you is, give me an LTI 890. You could just give me one. You could just send me one. Just don't make it a giveaway ship. Give it to me, and then I will keep it, and then I will have it. That is your reason to do it, because I could want it, and I have it, and then I will have it here. I'll tell you what, CIG. You send me a free 890. What can I do for you? What can I do for you, CIG? Yeah, I think what I'll do, I'll take a video of it. I'll say you gave me a free ship, and then I'll yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna. I mean, if you want to, you know. I don't know. You could set the reason for it, but free ships are always appreciated. All right, what do we got? Double stream, yes, please, folks. I haven't said it in a while because we're probably getting close to the end. I think we are. There's a lot of questions. See, they added the interactive radar in the Zeus select and lock on. I think it is even usable for the co-pilot, opening up some interesting team play. I haven't messed with it yet. I mentioned the IAE ship rentals for the ship storage vids someone requested, for which you don't have all the ships. Air Force bases is like Disneyland for Marines. Yes. Question from Ubo. Is there something or someone at CitizenCon you want to meet or get? Mark Gibson, John Crew, Chris Roberts, of course. Oh my goodness, I'm starting to forget people's names. Benoit Bossiger. Man, there's so many people. Who's my other ship person? Oh my goodness, Ben, I think is his name. I can't think of his last name right now, but I know his Ben is in his name. I'm gonna have a whole list of people that I want to meet. And I actually have something to give. I have like a proceeding order, right? Like whoever stops and talks to me is gonna get the thing that I have to give away. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You have to watch my live stuff and my videos during CitizenCon. But I'm gonna give one of those people something. And it's gonna be cool. And I actually did not intend on giving this to anybody, but my wife went and got the things for me, and because they got the things, I'm gonna give one away to a person. But yeah, so many people, like all of the ship, pretty much the whole ship team. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting one person, and I will say this is something that they said. They said F the Idris in, I think it was one of the last 4 CitizenCons. They said F the Idris, which I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to F the Idris. I gave that ship a very high score. I love the Idris. I don't own one, but I do love it. So I don't subscribe to that, but I do like that person who said it, and I can't think of their name right now. Man, it's gonna come to me right after I end the stream too. Man, they worked on the Prowler. They worked on a lot of my favorite ships. They worked on the Polaris. They worked on the Prowler. They worked on a bunch of ships that are like really cool looking. Man, I can't think of their name. Batchelor. Elwin Batchelor. Yes, I remembered before the stream mentioned. Elwin Batchelor is one of my favorite folks at CIG. I think that's his name, Elwin Batchelor. Fleet shows are your Christmas gift? Yes. I'll also do, after I do that, now that I'm streaming consistently, I'll do my fleet and then I'll like do a stream afterwards. Like I'll release the video and then like that same night, I'll probably release the video in the morning, and then that same night I'll do like a stream where you can like ask me questions only about my fleet. Yeah, so I think that would be pretty cool. Yo, A Goldie said, yo, love the YouTube videos. Good to see you on Twitch. Thank you for coming and watching on Twitch. Much appreciated. Only reason I got rid of the 600 back in the day was no med bed. Yep, a lot of people did. Yes, we need more Argo ships. Range on the Mantis dampener is 20,000 kilometers. Let's see. It's a Connie. You know about the belly. Yeah, I know about the belly. Pyrel 1043 said, down with the struts. Yes, down with the struts. But it's either, you know, I used to be super upset at the struts, and then I bought more MISC ships, and I was like, I have a new thing to be sad at. The mail slot. The mail slot is so much worse than the struts. Yes, I am still going. I am trying to be released from the stream. They won't let me go. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is fun. I actually, yeah, I want more streams like this where I can just keep going. Because this is the most active that any of my streams have been. So this is really cool. For pledge cap ships, I might have to decide between Reclaimer, BMM, and Polaris. BMM, then Polaris, then Reclaimer. There you go. Boom. Done. Made your decision for you. You don't even have to think now. You can just, this thing up here, just turn it off. Boom. Done. Also, you got to meet up with Execute and Algorithm. Absolutely. 100%. In fact, I'm more, I'd say the person I'm most, there's 3 people that I'm most interested in meeting at CIG a little bit more than Algorithm and Execute. So I would say Chris Roberts, John Crew, and Elwin Batchelor. Those are probably like my 3 biggest people that I want to actually meet. And then there's Algorithm and Execute. So I will meet them. I talked with Execute. He was talking about we I'm sure we'll have a beer or something while we're out there. So yeah. And then there's oh man, Griffin Gaming. Really, I've always wanted to meet Griffin. Seems like a super chill, relaxed person. So yeah, a bunch of people I want to meet. Oh, you're my favorite streamer in a totally non-awkward way. Yeah, I already know Citizen Ninja. Absolutely. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see what I can do. I gotta try to do it in a way where it's not annoying and it's more endearing than annoying. So there you go. There you go. My most out there prediction for CitizenCon. You ready? All right, I'll look in the camera for this one. All right. Surprise? No, I got two. I'm gonna give you two. How about that? Two for the price of one. One question. All right, you ready? You're not ready. You're not looking. You're not even looking at the camera. I can see you. You're not looking at the camera. You gotta look right here. Look at me in my eyes when I say this. Surprise release of the Banu Merchantman. Boom. If that's not the most out there thing, I got one more for you. Keep looking. You're looking away. You're eating your chips. I see you. Back here. Right here. You ready? Okay, you ready? Squadron 42 releases the day after CitizenCon ends. Squadron 42 release. I'm talking about, at the very least, a beta. Boom. At CitizenCon. Or right after. Boom. There's your two crazy ones. I hope you were looking right here. All right. Oh my goodness. It's okay if all are not reviewed by the con. We understand things happen. No. Dark Star Gray. Look, we're back here with it. We're back to making eye contact. Look, I will review every ship by CitizenCon 2024. There's only one goal in life right now. Breathing is secondary. Reviewing every ship by CitizenCon is primary. Okay? We will get it done. All right. Let's see. I think we're ending on our questions here, so thank you, folks. Well, no, we have. I think I have to go back to YouTube one more time. One more question here on Twitch. So stop your questions now. I'm not coming back because I have to end this stream at some point. I have more ships to review. Do you think they will ever? Yeah, 2 hours and 30 is the longest stream. But 15, I think the first 17 minutes of the stream, I wasn't even actually streaming. I was doing tech stuff. So do you think that they will ever take the docking technology from the Connie Merlin and develop it for other ships? Absolutely, 100%. 100%. I don't know if a module, but I do think other ships will come out with that in the future. And I think that's the number one thing that's keeping them from reworking the Connies, because I think they're going to try to figure out a new way to do it. Oh no! It did it again! But I know how to fix it this time. I know how to fix it. It's a button. It's a button here. It didn't fix it that time. Hold on. We're gonna fix it. Oh. we stream so long that my camera runs on a battery. The battery died. But I have a backup. So give me a second. We're gonna end this stream right. I can't believe that happened. That's cool. Oh. Can he fix it? Okay, I can fix that one. Ooh, I don't know how to fix the other one. Ah, I know how to fix it. Oh, can I fix it? Can he fix it? All right, hold on. I gotta take some. I'm doing surgery to the camera right now, but I think I got it. I think we got it. We're gonna. You're seeing some ingenuity. Well, you're not seeing it. That's kind of the point. Okay, that's out. I just ran upstairs in my house. It's awesome. Okay. I think we're about to be back online. Let's see. Let's see. We should be coming. What's the Twitter account so I can follow? It should be Ninja's Leap. Hold on. We're not back up yet? What? Come on. Come on. You're playing with my emotions, man. I gave it power. Let's try this. Oh no, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh no. Ah, you know what? I got a better idea. All right. We're good at ingenuity over here, so we're gonna try something different. We're gonna unhook that, and we're gonna do this. Hiya. Ah, no dice. Sorry, folks. We tried. No, we tried. It doesn't want to connect. My stream thing doesn't want to connect to my charger thing. And I don't know why. It's very weird. So I got to recharge the battery. I'm not leaving, though, until we raid. I am not leaving until we raid. Let's see. But I think this is good, though. It's good kind of that the video died, because now I know exactly how long it lasts when I have everything connected. So when I go, I know, like, I actually just got another free battery, and now I know I'm going to take that free battery instead of this other one, because things will die. So that's good. That's good. This is there's some beauty here. Wow. This is an excellent stream. This has been, like, really cool. So, we are going to raid. Now, how do I do it? How do I raid? Do I just type / then raid and then the name? Okay. So, let's see. / who are we raiding? We're doing King Chaos. Yeah, let's do King Chaos. We're raiding King Chaos. I'm going to do it, and then I'm not going to get off until somebody confirms that the raid is completed. Raid K 1 N G capital C H capital A lowercase o 5. Hey, I think it's working. I see a thing. I think I see a thing. No, I won't drop you into that type of stream. All right, let's raid, folks. I think it's working. All right. Well, if you're on Twitch, I think the raid worked. I think we're good. I think it worked. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I rated. I figured it out. There we go. All right. Yeah, if you're still on YouTube, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm glad that we did the raid. I'm glad it worked. I don't know if I can. I wish there was like a YouTube version of that, but I don't think there is. But anyway, thank you to everybody who watched. Sorry I can't say like thank you on the camera, but you know, we know the limitations now. 2 hours is our max stream. Y'all can't hold me hostage any more than 2 hours because it will die. But I have 2 batteries now, so now I know. Well, actually, I think we went for 3 hours almost. What does it say? Can I find that out before I end the stream? Yeah, 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think it died about 5 or 6 minutes ago, though. So, yeah, we got about 2.5 hours. So if I have 2 of these batteries, then that means I can stream for 5 hours total. I could just plug this stuff in too. So, you know, there's that. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for all the double streamers. Thanks for the people who just streamed for once. And, you know, as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Do, 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 do. I did a raid. Do, 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 do. I did a raid.